bracket. So instead of like what I said in the first video of what I said of doing top 16 of AFC and then top 16 NFC, I'm just only going to do until there's only one AFC team left. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the NFC. So the next game between the Chargers and the Ravens, we're going to start that right now. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, like, and click the notification bell. It really helps out. Alright. Customized home uniform for the Ravens. Okay. My customer, so the alternate in my home. Okay, I just want to make sure what I had first. Because their original home and road of that. Okay, I just want to make sure. And Baltimore, Maryland. Join the Chargers and the Ravens next. Between Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers and Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. Starts right now.
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland.
If you also hear me playing around with my dog, she's going to be in the streams in the background. You guys hear me say hi to her and play with her. So, yeah. Oh, there she goes. If you don't hear me commentating very much, it's going to be like the other ones. So, yeah.
We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers. They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's
crab
what
cakes
Maryland does.
and football.
Huh.
But hopefully they don't put crab cakes in the football. It might be a little bit too much of a pinch, right?
And through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Huh. There's going to be another game after this. And that was the one that you saw from yesterday, the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. And then we're going to call it after that. So it's going to be another 4-hour stream. And then, yeah, try to get 2 games going at once. And then we'll figure out how from there. How to do it from there. Oh.
To about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen down
Welcome in. Good to see you guys. I'll be in and out of stream, so if I don't hear the game plan, then I'll just click some buttons on my controller. And it will bring it back to action.
When they say in the NFL, your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid. Comes out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It would be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball.
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. 2nd is short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far. They're pretty good return.
Yeah, you gotta like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
All right, man, I know where they're going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, got the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far. And again, touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, CD, that was a well-orchestrated drive by Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, and how about the way he capped it off, too? Orchestrate the drive, and then let everybody know exactly who the guy is on the field. You've got to watch on every play. He finishes it off for the touchdown run.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Here comes Nasir Adderley from his end zone.
Any Chargers fans, root for your Chargers. And Ravens fans, root for your team.
He's dropped at the 23.
I'm going to root for Justin Herbert because he used to play for the Ducks.
First round pick
And
for
now it's
Charlie
Bo
Craig.
next.
The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he is just absolutely marvelous to watch throw football. That's something I can do all day long, watch him throw routes versus air. But it's even more impressive when their body's on the field and he's creating with big throws downfield.
And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook.
Just forget it.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening.
Okay, for some reason, I thought Bo Nix was still on the Ducks, but apparently he's on the Broncos. So, for Denver. So I have no idea who our new Oregon Ducks quarterback is. I just have no idea.
Or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
And not only can he dance, he can mash too.
They'll run here with Eckler. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now a give running left is Eckler. And he has a left off the line of scrimmage and he goes down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but half on the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
Hey, look. No.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Out of the gun, Herbert. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. And next throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your old line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Herbert. He'll get this in line to Eckler. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, Brandon, obviously they're panicking now. They gave up a touchdown, and their defensive side did that. But he's already taking them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Give them a respond and hit back, and they're trying to do exactly that.
Kelly. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a nice second effort. We just saw the Arizona trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
After this game, I have to end YouTube stream. I have to end the stream because we're gonna go out to dinner, and then when I get back, we're gonna do the Broncos and the Titans. Then I'm gonna do the Broncos and Titans game, and then then we'll end the game for the day.
Extra point away from tying this thing up.
I'll be right back, Chad.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. He's going to drop it to the unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he's cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
I'll be right back.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return with net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, they didn't have anything dramatic, just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get him downfield.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal Get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Steps away. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Jackson, draw play to Dallas. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to put it away. KJ Hill deep for the Chargers. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Allen's got it, complete. 7 yards to pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. And nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it. And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On 2nd down, Eckler. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages up there.
It looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and only. From the shotgun, there's Herbert. And he goes down. Ravens into the end zone.
Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I can hear my smile on that play.
Fourth down, and on is Ty Long to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit and try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you call it, as it
Go
works
to something else.
maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try to hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win.
Well, yeah, like I said, when I get back home from dinner, then we'll do the Broncos and Titans, and then I'll do other stuff. Tomorrow, I don't know what to do for if I want to go to church tomorrow or not. I might just do a few games on Sunday, and then when my parents get home from church, I would have to set all this up in a bag so that I can take this up to bed, and then we can play the game there. Continue our tournament.
They kept him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a game.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Harden, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better put it down and run for it. And he slides down and works it in for good measure.
Second down and 3. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
I think I like this drive a little bit better there, partner. It's running game up and out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 45-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
First carry now for Gus Edwards.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
These two teams all tied after one. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. It's a first down and more for Dobbins. And finally taken down at the 15.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins, who over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round? That's what I call a steal.
Line of scrimmage to 15. It's first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. And sure enough, a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A gain of 6 there on first.
Granted, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll take it. Jackson with his second touchdown in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
So the Ravens
for Lamar Jackson to
took
run
the
that football. That his second touchdown
Crazy.
run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's role.
So another touchdown for the Baltimore Ravens.
See how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just to his head. In the event, Lamar Jackson has the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to. That's a good play.
That's very good.
On the defense, maybe we just need to praise Lamar Jackson a little bit more.
Let's see how this lead for the Ravens can last. Maybe not long because of Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Adderley from his end zone.
And yes, I did handpick all these teams.
A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Commercial style, face mask. Defense on the
So potentially
kicking team.
now to answer back from the touchdown.
was on the kicking
They
team.
get 15 yards tacked on.
So the kicking team was on the
Better
defense.
starting field
Receiving team
position,
was on the
and they
offense.
didn't even have to make an extra play to get it.
Huh.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10.
So it was an extra first down.
On the give, this is Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's another first down for your Chargers.
That was good tough running right up the middle. And if the
Wow,
defense
show him the
can
first down.
and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
That's crazy. By number 81 just went. No, it was either 81 or 91. No, I thought I saw a 9, so it's like probably 91. Just went down to his knees. Not on purpose, but he might have got his legs piled up on by his teammates or
And he
something.
sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Uh-oh.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly.
Ravens defense is doing pretty good for now.
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. Eckler running to the right. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside. And he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Herbert now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker on defense.
Ouch. You thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer. White
No,
side.
roughing the pass. Oh, wait. Oh, no, it was roughing the kicker. He was motioning his leg. Okay. So, roughing the passer, defense. Okay, wait. What am I thinking? I'm doing this like every other day. Make mistakes as an announcer.
middle field is kind of like being a doctor.
Well, your announcer.
Make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A shotgun snap for Herbert.
And oh,
Incomplete.
almost.
Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That gives some credit to the
3rd and 12.
He read all of his keys perfectly.
Since they lost 2 yards.
And he supports that incompletion.
Crazy.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. That time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
Wow. So, Chargers got a 1st down. Alright. I didn't see that. Yeah, I didn't see that completely. I missed it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down near the 20 of the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, wow, gain of 1? That's sad.
The defense not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive end, your outside.
It's called gaining yards, not inches.
They also have to have inches.
So I had a chip in my mouth. I was just saying, it's about gaining yards. You have to gain yards, not inches. Oh!
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left.
It's like forwards, backwards, plus some forwards. Like, oh, you want to push it even more backwards or more forwards? It looked a little more forward. Like, come on now.
They'll try to pick up the 1st with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and right behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on 4th down, coming out to try the field goal.
Oh,
Badgley able to knock this one
that's
through.
good. Oh, wow.
Back down to 4 down,
14 to 10.
So
That's what the score is now in the 2nd quarter. Wow.
Closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And hope everyone's having a good Saturday. You know I am. Get off of work real early to get some games going. Heck yeah. Let's go.
And he returns this to the 22. The football back back over to Baltimore, J.K. Dobbins. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, snap things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Given 40 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing is Jackson. This one caught by his tight end Andrews.
Wow.
He will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize he's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
Wow.
First down as he's up to the 48. 88 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Love has been powerfully running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Yeah, so my work told me that it was going to be a really good shift today.
Yeah.
And so I only did one thing.
First
I only
down,
did
set
fruit
up
cup.
near
It was like
midfield now on first
103. I
and 10.
called mom or a little after.
Here's
was
again,
very-
Dobbins running right.
It was really not that busy.
Officially no gain on the flag at second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time. So make sure you get in shape.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Oh, wow, I thought he was gone for a second. It's like, wait a minute, Lamar Jackson's going for it.
Before he's brought down. Nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coach is done, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
This guy is well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage. But we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Incomplete. It's Hill. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game and said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to count for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. They'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 to 12. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, this is going to be an interesting game. Second and 6 here for the Ravens.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
This is my custom home, so
Eluding the pressure
yeah.
right. And
Lamar,
so
just go all the way
here
down
at the line.
to the right,
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble.
and you'll be there.
Third down.
Looked at me like the doctor in my kindergarten
Crazy,
teacher.
but cool.
The first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it's a big adjustment.
Touchdown! That's caught. J.J. Dobbins from 8 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Oh, touchdown, Baltimore Ravens.
Focused on the guys out wide. They forgot about him out of backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate. And oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start with the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off with the Ravens touchdown.
Well, this is home of the Ravens, and their colors are always looking good. The black and purple, huh? Or I always like to call it purple and black. But who knows? I always love it. It's nice colors though.
Kick it away following the touchdown.
Oh.
On the return, it's Adderley.
Yeah!
And he'll be stopped right around where he
Yeah, I'm rooting for the LA Chargers because they had Justin Herbert.
The 24.
Because Justin Herbert used to be on the Ducks,
Here's the
but
Los
now he's on the
Angeles
Chargers.
offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 27, Herbert. It is caught left side by Italian Parham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
You gotta get a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Ruggles free. And he's going to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 59 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all limited on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Going on the ground, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So the Chargers are looking good, huh? Let's go over here.
30 on 2nd down.
Slow start. Ooh.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of
3rd and 2 here for the Chargers.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how you show the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Time we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach at our EA Sports Studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats for this first half of action. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Well, they get the first down for the Chargers. They're from out of Los Angeles. It used to be San Diego,
Now we're 1st and 10 at the
California,
11.
but I guess they changed it.
Here's Herbert.
I think there's a California in San Diego, like a little town. I don't know.
Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one
Yeah.
free.
They used to be known as the San Diego Chargers. Then now they're called the LA Chargers. I like it when they were in San Diego and the Rams were in St. Louis. But yeah.
For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh come on! I thought he had it. That's bullcrap, ref.
Yes, he caught
But
it around the ball.
if you still didn't catch it anyway, that's the sack.
And if you continue to go there, it's like your adjustment takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And take him down at the 20 line. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So Go to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Badgley's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
8-point game? Okay. I think the Ravens might win this game because even though I'm rooting for the Chargers,
Field goal department so far, he's 2 for 2.
I'm thinking Justin Herbert is going to struggle for sure. I know that.
They need him late in the game.
But
Confidence should be sky.
I'm thinking they can do really good in the second half. We'll just have to see what they can do.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. On a
But Michigan is
return,
not
Devin
doing so
Duvernay.
well. They're trying to keep
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are we going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to build his offensive line to continue to give him time?
That was really good on the last drive.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was the first tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hey, I'll take everybody's face.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, Stevie, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy the defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can have him in.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in his first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you got someone to tackle him.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he gets it down to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in Ann Arbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman.
It has to be kind of close, right?
Report. Coach. Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much.
24-13. A little bit out there. The reason why I'm rooting for the Chargers is because, like I said multiple times, Justin Herbert used to play for the Ducks. Now, he's been struggling with the Chargers a little bit. Let's see if we can bring this Oregon heritage to the Chargers in LA.
And to bring the action your way, get right back out to Brandon Gott. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
I can do the betting. So I can do the last 2 games when we get up to bed. So yeah, I like those.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't as strong as the first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's over behind his hand. He missed him incomplete.
He certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go. I was surprised that guy was covered. So he took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Maybe Monday we can take a little trip to
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. They'll be back at the 36. The This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Because I know I told you.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
For a while.
What do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up.
That's a good point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Eckler. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. But guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offense coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal, but you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they're trying for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game,
So the Chargers made it to a 1-score game.
Because otherwise,
All right, I see the Chargers.
on your team, you got to be careful right here.
Good to see you.
They wind up with
In the
about
chat.
6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And the other side, one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't get the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Another run here with Dobbins. A little juke. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Is that okay? Do I need to do anything with it?
No, I'm going to notice. Close. Get away. Close.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? Can I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for 1st.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Get the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines, feel pretty good about themselves, and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. I think they're starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41.
Second until it's prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Play action. It's Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 40 yards to gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position. It's actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll try the right side with Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground.
I like to see where I'm going.
Because usually,
Maybe I can see where I'm going while the lights are not on.
It's
But,
Eckler
yeah.
again. Well, he will be very close to a first down. I see the close fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. That'll be a pickup of just 2. And that's going to make it 4th down.
So where will that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. And, you know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, our field goal is going to be enough because, as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Take it at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, where the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 2nd down now, Dobbins, and he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Looking to throw. Herbert. Wide open. It's out and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. That'll be complete to Cook.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Setting up to throw on 1st down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Chargers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the ground, it's Eckler, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 of the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. 4 close out rounds. A gain of 5 to the line leads to a 4th and goal. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gradually able to punch this one through. And they have regained the lead. So, CD, maybe put a pin in that one as this game progresses. It's a field goal that gets in the lead here in the third, but boy, you hate settling for 3 when you're that close to the goal line.
Well, it certainly pains me to say it, but I do think it was the right call. Now, if they lose, you and I both know that'd be one of the things that gets second guessed. Why didn't you go for it on 4th and goal? But I know the mindset was take the points, get the lead. And by the way, if they went for it and got stuck, they'd second guess that too.
Long converted the field goal. Now he handles the kickoff duties. Duvernay now going to bring it out. They'll get it up past the 20 to about
So
the 22.
Chargers retake the lead. So it's been back and forth here for a little bit. Huh, guys?
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try to get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but always so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he's brought down to that before reaching the 30. Big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Well, this is where offense needs to show what it's made of. And in fact, where quarterback needs to show what he's made of. Trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Again, Jackson. Flushed out right. He gets away from 1. And we'll get him down this time to 17.
proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, pulled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Stop through 3 quarters, no reason to line up now. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long, and that throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Edwards. Into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they loved the defense and the thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive consumes 9 plays in the total. And it was published off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Adderley, he's going to hold on to this one. A touchback and the drive to begin at the 25. LA set to take over again on offense. And will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered.
Oops.
Still a good chunk of time remaining
All right.
here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Herbert. He'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D lineman to make the play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. The gun, Herbert. It's complete to Cook. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Kelly. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Kelly again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Long now will kick it away following the touchdown. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Well, some guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the
Yeah, we'll
football.
see if they can disrupt it here. On second down, Dobbins, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 34 down, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And the ball is knocked out, and this is recovered by the Chargers. And some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And for one, a few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And a third play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop. Good gain there on 1st down. That keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Badgley on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
she stopped trying to poop, and then yeah, just ran over here, and so you guys are waiting a long time, guys. Sorry about all that.
Long will kick it away following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 up to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. It'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not a whole lot doing there, so get it up to about the 28-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defense is always talking about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and your offensive line winning 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there, not a big impact on 1st down. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play.
I think there's more than 6 minutes left.
Didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short
It's the
game
last
when
quarter
it's over.
anyway, so yeah. Depending on what looks like, the Chargers may have a higher score than the Ravens. Even though I can't tell much because my TV
The
is kind of
Ravens
small.
on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Every drop from here out is definitely crucial and critical. And now they need to get at least 3 to get back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle, they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Oh, you okay? You
Here's
okay?
territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Chill.
Here's Jackson.
Okay?
Open man is Duvernay. Right near the 35-yard line.
Never lost any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Great pickup.
To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
Did you just fart?
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had it. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
on first down. It's Jackson. It's Brown. Working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, man. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the 13 now, they work. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6.
I just turned on the unit so that it closed out.
Another run here with Dobbins. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4 down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Jackson.
Disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, they pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
I'm gonna get the play. I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna get it.
1st and goal, and they gotta be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Good job there.
Whoa! I said be careful. It's the second time you hit the doorway of my bedroom.
They can kick the field goal and get it back within the score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Okay.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvall there to make the grab. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Touchdown Ravens.
That's an answer. They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
That's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
I'm gonna go get it.
Tucker now
I'm gonna go get it.
after. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Brooks has on 12 yards and it's tapped on by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This field right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got them with their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game in time to punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, but by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
You know, I wish it tells you the score after every timeout, like how they do in real life. So I don't know if the Chargers are winning or the Ravens are. Technically, it looks like the Chargers are winning.
This is a big thing.
I just can't tell.
You have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now Herbert.
So the Broncos and Titans will be later after dinner. Excuse me. So yeah, definitely one to remember for the Broncos and Titans.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the second time.
Yeah, I believe the Chargers are winning. Because if they have to punt it, then the Ravens are losing.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And now here come the offenses. They take
J.K.
the football back over to Baltimore and J.K. Dobbins. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping them before you get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Jackson. Can he lose? And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
well, they have the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, cat out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are in the field.
Alright, let's see here.
Jackson.
Throw it. God. Ooh.
Even 9 there on the first down completion.
59 seconds and counting.
They still have to work with some urgency.
The final
to
6
get themselves in the
seconds.
right position.
Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson. His throw is incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, has 3rd and short. Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, wow. 2-1 coverage. And that was a huge hit there.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So, yes, Chargers are ahead, but I don't know by how much.
Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins.
Oh.
Picking up the first across midfield to the 47. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
It's like 25, 23 seconds. Not much. It's all over for your Ravens.
The fourth down run successful.
Chargers believe they won.
First down.
And they got him. No? Yeah, they got him.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They believe that they will win.
Absolutely every second right now. More and more precious as it ticks. Ravens going to use their timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Oh, 11 seconds left. I didn't see the score. No. Again. I'm not very lucky to see the score.
This to potentially send us to overtime.
Oh, this is going to send us to overtime? So they're winning by 3. 41-38 by a field goal. No. Alright, I'm getting ready to be putting another overtime on here. Oh no. I'm getting ready. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Chad. Oh no. This is gonna get exciting.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime.
Maybe.
And I tell you what, he got it from
He got it! Okay. I'm putting overtime in between it because, yeah, we're going to our second overtime in the AFC first round bracket. Wow. There's about 7 seconds to go. So the games at Bend are, when we arrive at Bend, it will be Dolphins, Raiders, and Jaguars, Bengals still left to go. And then we'll go down to the final 8 between the Chiefs and the Jets, and the Patriots and Bills. So, yeah.
They'll put it out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get in the field goal range. Not much. It's a tie game. You don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
I mean, well, none of my games will go to overtime because I'll be a playable character. Well, not in the game, but, you know, a real gamer. That's what I think of myself.
Second and 2. Herbert.
I thought I heard, instead of saying Justin Herbert, I thought the announcer, instead of saying Justin Herbert, I thought he said Justin Herbert. What? I was like, wait a minute. Herbert's not a pervert, right? I mean, let's hope not. But now it's overtime.
If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets
Wow.
a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
We got a lot of new rules here for overtime.
So a tie ball game here as the Kings away.
With an extra 15-minute
Taking
on the
about
clock.
the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. LA readies for its next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown to win.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. A short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing
That was
what you're
it.
supposed to do?
He caught it.
To the task on that.
Number 81 with the catch.
Both sides of the football.
Yeah, number 81 with the catch.
It's not all the time
Wow.
that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to
Ignore him, Doug.
I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Runs it on this play. And
First midfield, he goes into Raven territory.
second down and 1.
That time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
All right.
That was a good run and it got
Good
to the
run play.
second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Everyone.
Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at
I'm gonna see when my dog's barking. I'll be right back, Chad.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll try to run forward, Kelly. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down of 46.
We ought to come up with a t-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They'll run here with Eckler. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Eckler again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert.
Throw it. He got it. Number 30 with the catch.
And he's going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here.
Move was changed for another Chargers. First down.
26.
So apparently the stream had a network error, so you didn't miss much.
Numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
It was,
See what's going on
oh,
right now.
they got him to settle for a 3rd down.
The stats.
But yeah, that's just a replay. So you guys didn't miss really anything. It was just only that one little glitch.
So the field goal unit is on
So,
the field,
yeah.
as this is a big spot right here. This would at least give them a lead here in overtime. And this
It's
was
good for the Chargers, but the game is not over. If the Ravens score a touchdown, they win. But if the Ravens score a field goal like the Chargers did, they'll go to sudden death, and the first one to score a touchdown will win.
Up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a
So
field
I'm
goal.
not
They're
ready
gonna
for
hit
them
the
to
sudden
do,
death. The defense can hold it.
NFL
Take the
rules
ball away,
overtime.
turn over on downs. This game's over.
And what's really crazy is that if Wilkie hit a field goal,
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away.
first one to score a touchdown.
Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And
They will wrangle it down a couple of yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death. But try to kick
do you think the Ravens are going to win this game, or do you think the Chargers are going to win? Let me know in the comments. Even though there's no one watching my stream, it's fine. Just watch it, and then you'll hear what I had to say for that question later on. Well, this would be an earlier question, but much later after I'm done with this.
Jackson do here in overtime.
Whoa! Almost intercepted. How did he catch that while a Chargers player was in front of him? What? First down, Ravens. Watch this. Watch the Charger defender. Look at that. Could have intercepted, but it was under his hands. No! A pick six opportunity. Fell completely off. If he had his hand low enough, he could have got that way, tuck it in the arm, and sprint. Oh, he got sacked by number 93 of the defense.
The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that
Justin Jones. Number 93. Watch this. Wow.
Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
So, Lamar Jackson had X Factor on, but now the X Factor is off.
From the gun, Jackson.
Third and 12. Uh-oh.
Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The defense will spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Jackson.
Bam!
Slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent.
Or a slide tackle, so don't do that.
The scramble at 6.
Alright, there's no biome, just slide, slide. Okay, just baseball rule, baseball slide.
Search for an open receiver. Says to take off and run for him, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Whoops! Oh, no, he did hit him. He did hit him with his knee, it looked like. Jeepers, at least he's not targeting with his head. Imagine that would happen in real life. Oh, they're gonna tie it to send it to sudden death. Oh, they're gonna ice him again. 44-41.
They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Because they only go start with 2 timeouts in overtime.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially keep this game alive at OT. And he got it. It's good. They answer the field goal.
Wow, we're going to sudden death. First one to score a touchdown wins.
Well, this one certainly does not lack for intrigue. Let's keep playing. What do you say?
5 by million. I'm loving what we're saying here, this is a heck of a game. And now, guess what? A kicker may decide it again, and the next one that does it wins it.
Oh, so it doesn't matter if it's a touchdown or a 3-point field goal. It's just the next one scores, wins. I see. We're not going off a tie. No. We're not calling it as like, okay, tie. We would have to play it again if that happens.
In overtime. Risk taking it at the goal line.
And
And
boom.
they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. But the LA offense ready for this next possession. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We have 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
Sudden
I
death
can't wait to see how
here
the
on out.
defense decides to play
Wow.
this, because knowing that
Come on,
the
Chargers.
Chargers give up,
I'm rooting for you.
I expect them to be more
Justin
aggressive,
Herbert
and not just
goes,
put
throws,
situations
was caught by number 88. No, 89. Caught by number 89 of the Chargers at 2nd down and 1.
I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive.
And partner, I've not been a huge fan of a certain cliche, but it does actually apply here. Who actually wants it more now? I mean, both of them getting field goals here in overtime.
Yeah, they've been out there a long time, trading field goals. Now we'll see who wants it more.
Yeah, mental
Boom.
conditioning as well as physical.
The Chargers got enough for first.
And he'll be
Boom.
brought down right around the 37.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Going on the ground with that.
On the ground with number 30.
Another gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
And he throws it.
Fire deep. It's incomplete.
Oh! I was like, did he catch it? But he caught it out of
In
bounds.
this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Okay, back to pass. Scrambles. Throws. It's caught by number 15.
One-handed. What a grab.
The Chargers with a big first
Heck
down.
of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way.
The Ravens coach is not happy.
One-handed. Very nice.
One-handed?
And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Let's see. Oh! Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Bam! And feet, both of them, inbounds.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Run play.
They go
Yeah.
back to the ground now with that one. And they want
2nd and 8.
a yard here to the 38.
And sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens 31.
This drive is
3rd and
coming to the
2
end
here
one.
for the Chargers.
He's becoming more like
3rd
a
and 2 for the
bodybuilder.
Chargers.
Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure
Wow.
how many guys going to want to run up and tackle him.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly. And he picks up the first before he's
First
taken
down,
down.
Chargers off the run, I believe.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
But it's not just
Chargers won it more. Time's running out, though.
Winning with some force.
Getting lower and lower by the minute.
Barely picking it up.
And also
They
by
did
the
it.
second. So look for that 3-point field goal.
On the ground, it's Eckler. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it. Because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive
So it's game of 6, so they need 4 more to get the first.
protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to.
And they don't get it.
Yeah, we'll get a couple.
But don't worry, it's only a 3rd down and 3.
You know, we play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4.
But if they don't get a touchdown, the field goal will happen with the win anyways.
Defensive ends are usually big people. Because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers that should be fine on.
Oh no, they're going to kick a field goal either way
Well,
to end this game on a 3rd and 3. Tied at 44. The final score will be 47-44. And this would look like it's going to be over. Let's see if they can get it before I write the numbers down. Okay. Yeah. You good?
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This to win it in overtime. And he got it.
He got it. The Chargers move on to the next round.
And that can break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
they can't help but feel great about themselves. can
All right,
they?
Chargers move on to the next round. Ravens got eliminated.
Number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can follow this and carry it with them.
As an offensive
47-44.
you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.
And that will do it for us for right now. And like I said, when we get back home from dinner, it will be the Denver Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. See you guys later on tonight.